Welcome to The Explainer. We're all about connecting the dots on some really fascinating stuff, and we do it fast.
So, what does a Potawatomi chief have to do with your kitchen sink? I know, it sounds like the setup to a really weird joke, doesn't it? But stick with me here. We're about to take a pretty wild journey that connects a historical figure from way back when to, well, one of the most annoying problems you can have at home.
Oh, yeah, that slow draining, the gurgling noises, and that smell. We've all been there, right? It's that moment of dread when you know you've got a clog. It's a problem literally everyone deals with. But our story today actually kicks off in one very specific place, where this common annoyance opened up a door to some amazing local history. And that place, it's a little village called Mettawa, Illinois. And believe it or not, digging into its story is going to give us a totally new perspective on what's going on inside the pipes under our own sinks. Now, we're not talking about a huge city here, not even close. According to the 2020 census, the population was just 533. Yep, that's it. A super small, tight-knit community, which honestly makes its story even cooler. And the name, Mettawa, is actually our first big clue in this whole thing. See, the village is named for a Potawatomi chief named Mettawa. He was a really important figure in the area, long before the modern village ever existed. The whole history here is pretty incredible. You go back to 1833 and you have Chief Mettawa signing the Treaty of Chicago, which unfortunately led to his people being displaced. Then you jump forward more than 100 years to 1960. That's when local residents officially founded the village. They actually named it in his honor, and their whole goal was to protect the rural landscape. And today, that mission is still alive and well. Mettawa was all about land conservation and has a big equestrian scene. And get this. For a town with a population of just over 500, it's been home to some seriously famous people. I'm talking about Adlai Stevenson, who ran for president twice, famed city planner Edward Bennett, the news anchor Bill Curtis, and for all you football fans, Chicago Bears legends Brian Urlacher and Matt Forte. Pretty wild, right? Okay, so what does any of this, the history, the conservation, the famous football players, have to do with your clogged sink? Well, here's where we bring it all together. We're going to link the entire founding idea of Mettawa to something super practical, taking care of your own home. Think about it. The number one goal for the village's founders was protecting their rural area from encroaching commercial development. They wanted to prevent unwanted blockages that would mess up the natural flow of the landscape. They were all about maintaining their system, and that's an idea that should ring a bell for anyone who owns a home. So, if a whole village is a system of land and people that's worth protecting, well, isn't your home a system of pipes and fixtures that's worth protecting too? The folks in Mettawa saw their community as a system that needed to be kept clear to work right. And honestly, it's the exact same idea for our homes. Your plumbing is this complex little system that needs care to keep everything, well, flowing. Look at it this way. Mettawa's goal, keep the open lands flowing and stop blockages from development. Your goal as a homeowner, keep the water flowing and stop blockages from grease, hair, and all that other gunk. See? It's the exact same idea. Proactive maintenance, just on a much smaller scale. All right, so if we take that same spirit of protection that founded Mettawa and apply it to our homes, what does that actually mean? What do we do? Let's dive into the modern toolkit for keeping your home's system clear and stopping those clogs before they even have a chance to start. First up, if you're going to call in a pro, you've got to find the right one. Step one, always, is to make sure they're licensed and insured. You don't want to skip that. Step two, you know the drill. Check those online reviews and see if you can get local references. Third, always ask for a written, itemized estimate. No one likes surprises on the bill. And finally, and this is a big one for plumbing, make sure they're available 24/7 for emergencies. That can be a total lifesaver. And the stuff they can do these days is pretty amazing, actually. To figure out what's wrong, they can literally sneak a tiny video camera down your pipes to see the problem up close. For cleaning things out, you've got power rotting or even high-pressure hydrojetting. And for repairs, a lot of the time they can fix pipes without having to tear up your entire lawn. It's all about being smart and efficient with maintenance. So what are these blockages we're trying to stop? Who are the bad guys here? Well, it usually boils down to three main culprits. You've got grease, which just solidifies into a big mess. You've got those so-called flushable wipes, which really aren't. And then you've got just random stuff that shouldn't be down there. These are the commercial developments trying to clog up your home's personal landscape. So let's take a page out of Mettawa's book and build a proactive plan for ourselves.
You can schedule regular inspections before there's an issue. Something as simple as using drain strainers can make a huge difference. And just be aware of what's going down your drains. Oh, and if you live somewhere with heavy rain, having a backup plan for your sump pump is absolutely key. This is how you protect your system. This is how you avoid those late-night plumbing emergencies.
And there you have it. We started with a Potawatomi chief and ended up at a clogged drain, all thanks to the story of one small Illinois village and its core value of preservation. It really makes you think, doesn't it? What other surprising stories are hidden right in your own town, right under your feet, just waiting to be uncovered?